I tried running at 5 a.m. for a week, and let's just say it didn't go as planned. So it was at the start of the year. I was lacking discipline, I was lacking motivation. I really found myself in some kind of, I think, perhaps seasonal depression kind of thing, maybe. And I just didn't know how to stick to anything. I didn't have a routine, especially my morning routine. There was none. I was waking up at random times, rushing every single morning. So I thought, do you know what? If I wake up at 5 a.m. and go for a run, then that's going to give me a boost of endorphins, and it's going to motivate me for the rest of the day because I will have achieved something by that point. That's how I'm going to feel. And so I'm going to be motivated to achieve more. That's how I thought it was going to go. The reality of things was a little bit different, but let's talk about it in a second. The reason why I chose running first and foremost over strength training, because I have strength trained in the morning at like 5:30, 6 a.m. before. However, I wanted something very low maintenance, and I wanted something that I could do with my dog as well. Right there. There she is. So I wanted something that I can do on an empty stomach. I cannot lift weights on an empty stomach. I simply cannot progress when I've not eaten before my training session, okay? So running is one of those where I don't need to eat because I'm just running, I'm doing cardio. I don't need to eat before that. And then, of course, that also meant that I could take my doggy with me. I can't take my dog to the gym. So, it was a win-win situation. What could go wrong? A lot of things went wrong. And not just the time management issues, but a lot of many issues. So let's talk about it. Initially, my goal was to do this for a whole month. And then I thought, if I can do a month, I can do this every single day for the rest of my life. That's how delusional and also excited I was. It's kind of a good thing to be delusional, but also not really sometimes.
So this is day one of running first thing in the morning for 30 days straight. First run. So I'm running around my neighborhood. I'm doing my first lap. I'm here with none other than Lola. Can't even talk, but yeah, it feels good. It's very cold. It's freezing today. Don't know if you can see, but yeah, -3, I believe. But it feels good. Almost finishing my first lap. I just need to have a routine of something to wake up to. It feels great.
Obviously, from the title of this video, you know that didn't last a month, but let me tell you why. So I started at 5 a.m. every single morning. On a couple of the mornings, I kind of got out of bed a bit later, but that's no issue because I don't have to rush off for work early in the morning. That's fine. So, first day, super excited. Second day, I'm also powering through. I'm going to play you some clips of me talking because I'm very motivated. I got this. I can feel like every single run that I do, I feel like I can do this for the rest of my life. I'm like a god. I can't believe that I'm actually doing this. It feels amazing.
Our last lap. Lola going strong. Yes, Lola? Can't see her. Anyways, last lap. I'll show you my stats here. Oh, it was easy. I did this the day before yesterday and it was much harder. So remember, sometimes it will be more difficult than on other days. So almost there.
And then, bad weather happens, but that really didn't stop me there. I was like, okay, this is amazing because I get to prove to myself that I can do this in bad weather.
Okay, we're running again today. Another Monday, another run. A lot of snow on the pavement, but the temperature is, I think, 2 degrees, and it's raining and snowing at the same time. But we're doing it regardless. Almost didn't do it. I'm gonna do yoga, but I thought, now that's the moment when I need to go and do it when my mind is telling me no. So yeah.
You hear people say, do this no matter the weather, I've been running every single day, regardless of the weather, in rain, storm, whatever. So I thought, yeah, it was snowing. I went for a run and my feet were wet because there was snow, it was slippery. Luckily, I had good shoes on. But, on some of the runs, Lola had had enough as well. I was kind of dragging her. So I ended up doing like 5 laps around the block and she just wasn't having it. She wanted to go home, but I didn't care. I was dragging her with me, every single time we did 5 laps. It felt great. It was amazing. I felt energized. And then, ladies and gentlemen, foot pain started to occur. And it didn't occur to me until much later why it started to happen. But like I said, I started getting pain in my foot, and then I started getting pain in my ankle, and then I realized that it was shin splints.
All right, I'm running again today. The ankle is hurting today. Even more. Like I said yesterday, I didn't run. But the ankle is hurting a lot whilst running. Maybe it just needs to warm up. It's like above the ankle. A tendon or something. Or shin splints maybe. It's so sunny. It's so slippery today. Crazy. So slippery. But we're doing it. We're out here. I really didn't want to do it today. Had a lie-in for another 30 minutes after my alarm went off at 5. And I was like, okay, gotta do this. So we're doing it. So lap 1. Let's go.
And so I have footage of me even saying that I'm not doing it because of my leg pain.
Right above my ankle is where the pain is. And I figured I'm just gonna give myself a rest day today. I'm gonna do my stretching still. But the ankle, I don't want it to get any worse. And I know these may seem like excuses, but I think they're valid ones. The ankle is not as bad as yesterday. Yesterday was worse. And I ran regardless of the pain. So maybe I should just let it rest, massage it, stretch. So yeah, other than that, I'm getting back to it tomorrow. I just have to understand that just because I'm off the course, I'm not sticking to it for one day. It's not sticking to it. I'm allowing myself to rest. But it's okay. It's okay. So yeah, it is okay.
I started to feel the pain and I was still pushing through the pain. And then it was making the pain worse. Why was I getting the pain? Well, because silly me, I normally wear higher shoes. The sole of my shoes, most of my shoes are quite tall. So, there's bounciness, I've got support. These shoes that I decided to wear for my runs are completely flat. Completely flat. A pair of black Skechers because I thought, when it's wet, I can get them wet. I don't care. And so my foot is not used to flat soles. And so I started getting pain. And not only was it the pain, the pain was a good excuse because the pain was getting worse and worse and worse. The pain was a good excuse for me to say, do you know what? I don't think I can maintain this. That whole week seemed like a freaking year of my life. It was such a long week. That was a good thing though. It was a good thing, but also I would feel motivated after the run. So I'd have to shower because I sweat so much when I run. I would feel motivated. Then I'd jump in the shower. I'd find that when I woke up at 5, I would finish everything, getting ready for work, to sit down and work at like 7:30. So that's 2.5 hours of like just doing stuff.
So this is the current state of me right now. Oof. There we go, you can see better now. I'm all red. Just watched Lola's pause, that was a good run. But yeah, I'm gonna go take a shower now. And yeah, I just feel so productive after doing a run. Like, sometimes I'll wake up in the morning if I'm doing work first thing. I get tired and lazy so quickly. But I'm full of energy. Let's go take that shower now.
And after that, I felt absolutely drained. okay? I don't know if that would have subsided, if I would have felt more energetic. It wasn't that bad, but I just, the benefit was that I felt like I could go after it. It gave me that feeling of, yes, I can complete things. When I put my mind to it, I can complete things.
Okay, today is Saturday, day number 4 of running. And I felt so good. I had a good night's sleep last night, and I really wanted to do it this morning. I woke up without an alarm, and it feels great just having that thing to accomplish in the morning. I'm about to complete my first lap, 4 more to go.
And then the other thing was just focusing on the thing at hand, because I had to do 5 laps around the neighborhood. And every time I was about to go for my run, on my first lap, I thought, oh gosh, I still have 4 more to go. But then I had to change my mindset. I had to just realize, okay, hold on. No, just focus on each and every step that you take. Don't focus on the laps. So that taught me to focus on the now. Focus on the task at hand, because I was really lacking that. Every time I wanted to do something before I attempted this challenge, I would think about the next thing that I had to do. So the biggest learning from this for me was that I can focus on the task at hand, and I should. That's the most important thing. Do not jump to other things. Don't even think about other things. And then, just small wins to start the day. But the run, although it taught me something, it wasn't there to stay. It wasn't there to stay because it was just too much out of me. It was taking too much out of me. It was taking too much focus. I find that I like to work in the morning. I like to learn in the morning. That's when I feel the freshest. And so doing a run in the morning was really taking out a lot of my energy, a lot of, my brain power that I could use. I could put to good use and learn or work, So yes, and also running every single day with everything else on top wasn't something that I could manage anyway. So in conclusion, was it worth it? Yes, it was so worth it because it taught me so much. The moral of the story is do everything in moderation. Start off nice and easy. Don't do it every day like I did. I mean, it's a challenge that I'm doing, but when my body is telling me that, listen, something's going wrong because I'm feeling pain, then I'm going to listen to it, right? So that's the update for now. In just that 1 week, I learned so much about myself. I learned that I can focus on the task at hand when I just put my mind to it. I just need to really tunnel vision, I was lacking that before. So it definitely taught me that. It taught me about small wins. I need to focus on the small wins. But it also taught me that sometimes the thing that teaches you a lot is not the solution to all your problems. I thought that this was going to solve all my problems. Like I said, initially I thought I was going to do this for the rest of my life, or at least for the rest of the year, or at least for the rest of the month, maybe. But that didn't happen because, of course, things happened. My leg started to hurt. And so that was my excuse. But also it was a good excuse because knowing me, I probably would have pushed through. And so it also taught me to manage my time properly and stop following what everybody else is doing and just focus on me. It's okay to take on these challenges, but when you know that it's enough, then it's enough. So what am I doing now? Well, now I have actually, thanks to taking on that challenge, I have built myself a great routine. I still wake up at 5 because I enjoy it. I am a morning person. I love waking up at 5, and doing that challenge reminded me of how much I love waking up at 5 in the morning. I am such a morning person. I love getting things done in the morning. But instead of getting myself exhausted with a 30-minute run, I take my dog for a walk. We do 3 laps around the block, which is about 30 minutes. And then I don't have to shower. All I do is get my coffee machine on, get my coffee ready, and I head upstairs and get on with some work. So yes, it taught me a lot. It didn't last. We did not continue with it, but lessons have been learned, and I didn't fail. I won. I learned. I won so much out of that challenge. Those lessons, I'm gonna continue with me. I'm gonna take them with me, and I'm gonna remember that fire that it gave me. And if you are someone who's struggling right now, you can take on a challenge and hold yourself accountable. But remember that when it starts feeling like it's not the right thing, and you feel like you want to change things up, but you feel like you've learned enough from it, then go ahead and stop and live your life the way you want to live it, not the way that someone else is telling you have to live it, you know, like all these other influencers out there telling you have to go for a run at 5 a.m. There's no need. Do what works for you, but these challenges are good to challenge yourself, and they teach you a lot. So subscribe, like, let me know if you've ever done a challenge like this, running at 5 a.m. and what happened. See you on the next one.